can expect with the bird flu round. Is this going to be worse? What do you expect to come?
It's game on for gain-of-function bird flu. That is disease X. Gavi called it, the Global Vaccine Alliance. They were right. Bird flu is disease X. It's been around for decades. It has a mortality rate about 52% in over 800 cases. You know, that's in years past, no ICU care, very late presentations, undernourished people. It's a different game now in humans. We've got antivirals, antibiotics. We shouldn't lose a single case, but we now have a human case reported today in Michigan, or one in Australia, previously one in Texas, one in Colorado. We haven't seen human-to-human spread, but it's clearly spreading animal-to-human. There's animal outbreaks now all over. We learned that it's gain-of-function research, CLADE, which is the original source 23446. It's coming out of the USDA Athens, Georgia Poultry Research Center. And I tell you, it's a man-made problem. They tried to do gain-of-function research through serial passage. They got it into mallard ducks. There must have been some ducks that escaped. And now it's game on for bird flu. I predict it's going to create a lot of constraints in the food supply. They're going to end up culling animals, unnecessarily destroying chickens and cattle. They can just let them get through it, get natural immunity, but they don't want to do that. I predict they're going to mass vaccinate the animals, which the U.S. has refrained on because it makes what they're doing now. Under this declaration, Michigan has a declaration of extraordinary emergency. That's the word they use. They're coming out to farms in hazmat suits, and guess what, Pete? They're doing PCR testing of the animals. You know how messy that is? I had a patient yesterday tell me that the feds are coming in hazmat suits to farms in West Texas to do mandatory PCR testing of the animals.
This is going on right now.
Yeah. And I can tell you, this is right ahead of the WHO meetings. It's going to create enough of a scare where the WHO says, we have to step in and do something. I predict it's going to keep revving through the year. By the time we get to the presidential elections, we're going to have sky-high food prices. We're going to have the country on edge in fear. I don't think there's going to be much of a human threat. But I got to tell you what, I think there's going to be a real constraint on the food supply. And you know the government reimburses the farmers if they destroy the flocks or the herds. So the farmers end up okay financially. It's the consumer gets constrained on at the grocery store.
That's right. And if you couple that with, and these are facts, the top 500 food production plants have been wiped out mysteriously. They've been destroyed. That has had an impact on our supply chain. So this could be the tipping point to cause a supply chain crisis just with the scare alone and wiping out more preemptively, right?
Yeah, you can't make this up. Sid Miller, ag director in Texas, ordered the culling, that is the incineration of millions of egg-laying hens at the largest national supplier. So eggs are going to be constrained.
Wow, Dr. McCullough, the